Parkview Sports Medicine is the most trusted of its kind in Northeast Indiana. That's because of the benefits our services provide you. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionists, the expert physicians at O&E, the area's only specialized athletic rehab, and the region's industry leader in sports performance, AWP. The roster coordinates your care in state-of-the-art facilities conveniently located in your community. To start your journey, visit us at parkviewsportsmedicine.com.
Welcome everyone into Northrop High School for today's doubleheader between the Homestead Spartans and your Northrop Bruins. We're going to start off on the girls' side of it. Northrop will welcome in the number 2 ranked team in Class 4A in the Homestead Lady Spartans, who are coached by Rod Parker, who's in his 16th year at the school. Coach Parker has accumulated 262 wins to just 112 losses in his career at Homestead. The Lady Spartans are currently first place in the Summit Athletic Conference with a 20-2 overall record, 8-0 in SAC play. Those 2 losses, the first one came back on January the 7th at Carmel High School, 56-54 in overtime. The second loss was part of a tournament in Ohio against Huber Heights Wayne, and that was a 64-59 overtime loss. So the only 2 losses on the season for the Homestead Lady Spartans have come in overtime. For the Northrop Lady Bruins, they are coached by first-year coach Rashida Ray, and she is doing an excellent job here with this squad. The Lady Bruins are currently 14-6 overall, 6-2 in conference play, tied for second place with Concordia Carroll. A 3-way tie for second place. Last time out, the Lady Bruins hosted Columbia City back on January the 24th, and it was a 60-50 victory. This is senior night here at Northrop. Kayla Woods being brought out, escorted by her parents. On the scene, Kayla's averaging 3.9 points per game. She's shooting 44% from the field. She's also averaging 5.5 rebounds per game. That's Kayla Woods. Leading the Lady Bruins in scoring is Naomi Dubé. She's averaging 10 points per game. She shoots 30% from beyond the arc and 30% from the field. Second on the team in scoring is Morgan Hughes. She averages 9.5 points per game while shooting 36% from beyond the arc, 52 of 142 shooting from three-point land while shooting 35% from the field. And the third leading scorer is Alicia Tiny Williams. For the Lady Bruins, she averages 6.6 points per game. Tiny Williams is also averaging 7.4 rebounds per game, which is second best on the team, only behind Brianna Douglas, who averages 8.8 boards per game. Looking at the Lady Spartans, they are led by the All-American Carissa McLaughlin, the senior, who just a week ago against Northside hit 12 three-pointers and had a school record 40 points. So her 12 three-pointers made and the 40 points, both a school record for the Lady Spartans over at Homestead. She is joined by Madison Parker. Madison Parker will be heading to Bowling Green State University to play for the Lady Falcons, while Chris McLaughlin is heading to the University of Florida to be a Gator. Madison Parker averages 17 points per game while shooting 48% from beyond the arc and 47% from the field. If you were wondering, Chris McLaughlin also hits 48% of her shots from beyond the arc and 48% from the field. Chris is 88 of 185 from three-point land, while Madison Parker is 82 of 171 from three-point land. The third leading scorer is Jasmine Geist. Jasmine averages 9.2 points per game. She shoots 54% from the field and also averages a team-high 7.3 rebounds per game. That's Jasmine Geist. Those are 3 really good seniors for Coach Rod Parker and the Lady Spartans. Homestead once again in first place. Concordia, Carroll, and Northrop all tied for second place. And fifth place is Southside. Southside with a strong team this year, but this is a loaded Summit Athletic Conference, especially at the top. Next year will be very interesting as Carroll High School is dominated by their junior class. So too is Southside, and Concordia has some really good scorers that are sophomores in Solaris Starks along with Carissa Garcia. Snyder comes in sixth place with a 4-4 conference record. They have a 12-6 overall record. Just once again speaks to how tough the SAC is. Bishop Dwenger at 12-6 overall. They're 3-5 in conference play. Rounding out the bottom 3, Bishop Luers at 6-15 overall, 1-7 in conference play. Northside 3-17 overall, 1-7 in conference play, and the Wayne Lady Generals 1-19 overall, 0-8 in conference play. We send it down to our PA announcer for the starting lineups in today's national anthem.
Girls SAC basketball contest featuring the Lady Spartans of Homestead High School, coached by Mr. Rod Parker, and our own Northrop Lady Bruins, coached by Ms. Rashida Ray. Northrop continues to promote good sportsmanship with our coaches, players, cheerleaders, and spectators on a daily basis. We have the potential for a great contest tonight. Let's make it happen with your positive support. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise, remove any headgear, face the American flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, here are your starting lineups. First for the visiting Lady Spartans of Homestead High School. Starting at a forward, a 6-foot sophomore, number 30, Haley Swing. At the other forward, a 6-foot senior, number 34, Jasmine Geist. Starting on one guard in the 3-guard Lady Spartans offense, a 5'8" senior, number 4, Madison Parker. Also the guard, also 5'8", also a senior, number 10, Taryn Klein. Rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Spartans, another senior, standing at 5'8", number 12, Carissa O'Rourke. The head coach of the Homestead Lady Spartans, Mr. Rod Parker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup for your Northrop Lady Bruins. Starting at a forward, a 5'9" senior, number 21, Kaylin Woods. Starting at the other forward, a 6-foot junior, number 25, Alicia Tiny Williams. Starting at one guard in the 3-guard Lady Bruin offense, a 5'3" junior, number 2, Naomi Duday. Also at a guard, a 5'10" junior, number 5, Brianna Douglas. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Bruins, at the other guard spot, a 5'5" junior, number 14, Ariel Thatcher. Head coach of the Lady Bruins, Ms. Rashida Ray. Our officials for tonight's girls contest, Mr. Brian Gagline, Mr. James Beard, and Mr. Brian Browning.
There we have it, folks, the starting lineups for today's game. This is game number 1 of the doubleheader between Homestead and Northrop. Looking at the Northrop girls roster here, all juniors except for Treva Datcher, who's a sophomore at 5'11", a point guard, and Kayla Woods, the senior, the 5'9" post player. Other than that, all juniors. So once again, the SAC will be loaded next year, even though Homestead will lose their great trio of Madison Parker, Chris McLaughlin, and Jasmine Geis. As the tip is in the air, possession going to go to Homestead. That was Taryn Klein. Klein up top of the key, finds Madison Parker on the far wing. Good ball movement here by these Lady Spartans. Down the post is Geis, who kicks it back out to Carissa McLaughlin. Klein being guarded by Kayla Woods, the only senior on the team for Northrop. Geis kicks back out. No shot clock here in the state of Indiana high school basketball. McLaughlin finds Parker on the near wing. That's Dubé with the defense. Back out. Once again, great ball movement here by Homestead as they are going to wait and find a good shot. This is one heck of a matchup here, folks, between the second place team Northrop and first place Homestead. As driving straight baseline is Carissa McLaughlin. She does miss, but she'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Carissa on the season is an 85% free throw shooter, hitting 83 of 98 entering today's game. First free throw attempt is no good. So McLaughlin with a rare miss to start this game. Haley Swing, along with Taryn Klein, joins Madison Parker, Jasmine Geis, and Chris McLaughlin. As McLaughlin does hit the second, her team up 1-0. Woods, top of the key, finds Dubé here on the near wing. That's Alicia Tiny Williams. She's a junior. She is a standout discus and shot putter on the track team. And obviously this is a state-renowned track team here at Northrop High School. Of course, the AD is Bob Shank, who held the record for the pole vault before it was broken by his son. So outstanding. Alicia Tiny Williams with the rebound. Put back by Woods is no good. Tracked down by Jasmine Geis. That was Brianna Douglas, number 5 with the rebound. Three-pointer on its way and good for Carissa McLaughlin. She was hot, folks, from beyond the arc a week ago against Northside, hitting 12. That was all in the first 3 quarters of the game. She was taken out, did not play in the fourth quarter, finished the game with 40 points, and that will be a turnover. Quick hands there by the Homestead Lady Spartan defense as Ariel Thatcher could not keep control of the ball. Inbounds pass goes to McLaughlin. Backcourt pressure here by the Bruins. Geis catches the ball on her side of the court and then landed over here on Northrop's side. So that's an over-the-back turnover by the Homestead Spartans, who currently lead it 4-0 here in the first quarter. 6:07 left to play. Over the timeline for Northrop is number 14, Ariel Thatcher. Thatcher being guarded by Madison Parker, working off the pick set by Tiny Williams. Gives it up to Naomi Dubé. Dubé, fancy dribbling. Thatcher stops. Great defense there for Homestead's number 30, Haley Swing. Brianna Douglas. Chris McLaughlin going the other direction with it. Madison Parker looking for Jasmine Geis, just a little bit too close as she went for the bounce pass, just kind of got into the body of Geis. So another turnover here. 5:29 left to play in the first quarter. 4-0 Homestead on top. Thatcher, the junior, right-handed dribble drive, did a great job of splitting defenders, just a little bit too hard off the glass. Now Douglas goes up with the right hand, had it blocked. Geis pulls it down for Homestead. Parker calling for it, gets it, finds McLaughlin out of the corner. Dribble drive, left hand, comes out with the right, no good. Geis gets the board. Extra possession here. Swing. That's Taryn Klein, number 10, gets it back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin being guarded by Ariel Thatcher, a 5'5" guard, the junior. McLaughlin down low, finds Jasmine Geis, right-hand shot, no good. Rebounded by Brianna Douglas. Thatcher now bringing it up. Finds Douglas here on the near wing. Alicia Tiny Williams underneath, went right through the hands and knocked the glasses off her face. So we got an official's timeout. 4:34 left to play here in the first quarter. Homestead up 4-0. Checking in for the Lady Spartans will be Kara Geely. Geely will check in for Taryn Klein. Geely on the season averaging 3 points per game. Skip pass goes over to Dubé just inside the arc, no good. And possession will stay with Northrop as it looks like it was last touched by Jasmine Geis. Madison Parker thought it went off of Lady Bruin as she watched it go out of bounds. With the inbounds pass will be Ariel Thatcher. Gets it into Tiny Williams and knocks it down. Alicia Tiny Williams with the first 2 points of the game for Northrop as they pull within 2, 4-2. That was Douglas that Madison Parker ran into. Geely gets it out. McLaughlin, good hands there by Ariel Thatcher. She was able to knock it out of bounds. Good defense there by the junior guard. Set to check in for Northrop.
Number 23, Morgan Hughes.
It'll be Morgan Hughes, number 23. Morgan, one of the top scorers. She averages 9.5 points per game, the second leading scorer for Northrop. With the inbounds pass, that was number 30, Haley Swing. McLaughlin working off the pick set by Swing. McLaughlin step back three-pointer near wing, no good. And two Spartans fighting after the rebound, but coming out with it was Morgan Hughes for Northrop. Hughes picked up by Geely. Turnover by Northrop. Geely coming the other direction. McLaughlin on the far wing with a left-handed dribble. Picked up by Ariel Thatcher. And we got 5 seconds going to be called on Carissa McLaughlin. She does not like the call. Neither does Rod Parker. A 35-second timeout going to be called by Coach Rod Parker. Folks, today's game is brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. You can check them out at parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Back here at Northrop High School, the score is 4-2 with 3:35 left to play here in the first quarter. Strong take. And the finish by number 5, Brianna Douglas, her first 2 points of the game, and we are tied at 4. Parker gets it over the timeline. Pick set by McLaughlin on Tiny Williams. This Northrop defense is causing fits here in the first quarter. A blocking foul going to be called on Douglas. For Douglas, that'll be her first and the team's second.
Fouls on number 5, Brianna Douglas. Number 32, Sydney Graber checking in for Homestead.
So Sydney Graber will check in for number 30, Haley Swing. Swing, just a sophomore for the Lady Spartans. Inbounds pass goes to McLaughlin, driving out of the corner, picks up a dribble, finds Jasmine Geis. Kick out to Parker, right-handed dribble drive. Is stopped right in her tracks by Douglas. Three-point attempt by Geely. Off the heel, rebounded by Douglas. Great rebound as she was able to rise above number 32, Sydney Graber, the freshman forward at 6 foot. Graber is absolutely outstanding for Homestead. Just a freshman once again. Graber is averaging 3.6 points per game while shooting 72% from the free throw line and 33% from the field. 2:52 left to play in the first quarter. 4-4 is your score. Naomi Dubé up top, Morgan Hughes. Long three-pointer and rains it home. Three-pointer by Morgan Hughes. So Northrop, takes the lead here, 7-4 after the three-pointer by Hughes. Graber, jumper's no good, knocked out of bounds by Alicia Tiny Williams. Huge play there by Morgan Hughes, giving Northrop the lead.
Number 3, Mackenzie Snyder checking in for Lady Bruins.
McLaughlin, top of the key. Parker, nice fake as the jumper is no good, but she is fouled. It's going to be called on Naomi Dubé. That'll be her first and the team's third.
Foul number 2, Naomi Dubé. Number 4, Madison Parker at the line.
So the first free throw by Madison Parker is up and in. Second one's good as well. Parker now with 2 points in this game. That'll bring Homestead to within one, 7-6. Loose ball, and we got a foul going to be called. Foul goes on Naomi Dubé with the push. That'll be her second, team's fourth.
Number 15, Rain Frankel, checking in for Lady Bruins.
Checking in for Northrop will be Rain Franco, the junior, 5'5" guard. 2:11 left to play. Northrop up 7-6. Northrop probably the most improved team here in the SAC. McLaughlin being guarded by Thatcher. Top of the key. Parker all alone. The triple is good. That'll give Homestead back the lead here at 9-7. Graber looking for the steal and gets it. And she is going to be fouled. Homestead starting to heat up here. Madison Parker with 5 points. Chris McLaughlin with 4. Those are the scores for Homestead. Possession's going to stay with Northrop. With the inbounds pass will be Morgan Hughes. Hughes gets it in. Hughes down low. It's number 3 with the missed shot, Mackenzie Snyder. Loose ball on the floor, and possession will go to Homestead. We got a timeout going to be called by Rashida Ray. Her team taking the lead here on this three-pointer. This is Madison Parker's three-pointer. She works off that pick by Jasmine Geist, and that gives Homestead back the lead at 9-7. On the other end, it was Morgan Hughes. Enters the game and hits a triple right away for Northrop to give Northrop their first lead of the game. Game was tied at 4 apiece, and we're still here in the first quarter. There's 1:31 left to go. Currently, it's Homestead on top, 9-7. What a game we have here at Northrop High School as these Lady Spartans, the number 4 ranked team in Class 4A. McLaughlin over the timeline, picked up by Thatcher right away. Nice feed to McLaughlin. Off glass, a beautiful find by Jasmine Geist. 11-7, now your score. Pass intercepted by Madison Parker. Cannot finish, but Geist is there with the putback, no good. Rebounded by Graber, and she is fouled.
Number 5, Brianna Douglas.
So Chris McLaughlin currently with 6 points for the Lady Spartans to lead them in scoring. The score is 11-7. Foul is called on number 5, Brianna Douglas, as Graber hits her first free throw.
Number 10, Klein. Number 30,
Graber once again on the season. She shoots 73% from the free throw line, hitting 21 of 29 entering today's game. Second free throw. That one bounced down. So both are good. The score is 13-7. Homestead on top, just 1 minute remaining. Hughes, double team, gets it over to Thatcher. Thatcher driving to the cup, and we got a foul going to be called before the shot. It's on it goes on number 34, Jasmine Geist. For Geist, that'll be her first and the team second. Inbounds pass, and that'll be a turnover as Thatcher's pass was intended for Naomi Dubé. 52.9 seconds remains, 13-7 is your score. Officials timeout here as they're getting things squared away.
Last foul was on number 30, Haley Swing.
Last foul goes on Haley Swing and not Jasmine Geis. So the second Homestead foul goes to Swing. McLaughlin, baseline jumper, no good. Graber with the board and putback, no good. Haley Swing with the rebound. And jump ball going to be called possession arrow in favor of Homestead. 37.4 seconds remains here in the first quarter. Dubé over the timeline. Crossover being guarded by Parker. Looking for Tiny Williams as her pass taken away by Parker. Parker picks up. McLaughlin out top. Thatcher with the defense. 15 seconds left on the clock. Taryn Klein, Graber back to McLaughlin. 9 seconds. Parker for three and drains it right before the end of the first quarter here. 16-7 is your score after Parker's three-pointer. So just like that, Homestead will take a 16-7 lead into the second quarter.
Monday, January 30th, gymnastics team will be home to Concordia. Northrop Gymnastics against Concordia right here on Monday. Tuesday, January 31st will be the start of girls sectional action. And our girls team will be taking on East Noble at 6 o'clock Tuesday evening right here at Northrop High School. Back to Lady Bruins. On Thursday, February 2nd, the boys basketball team will travel to Blackhawk Christian. Possession, Homestead will inbound to begin the second quarter play.
Homestead turns it over to start the second quarter here. Tracked down by Graber. McLaughlin now over the timeline. Thatcher picks her up right away. Ariel Thatcher did not score in that first quarter. The scoring was Lisa Tiny Williams, Morgan Hughes, and Brianna Douglas. The 7 points for Northrop. Parker working off the pick set by Graber. Three-pointer by McLaughlin is good.
Number 12, Carissa McLaughlin.
So McLaughlin now leads the team with 9 points. Madison Parker with 8 points. Homestead up 19-7 with 7:08 remaining. This Homestead defense is really starting to cause Northrop some fits. It was Northrop's defense that started off this game, causing Homestead some fits. Morgan Hughes is going to check out of the game. Back in for Northrop is number 15, Rain Franco. Dubé. Naomi Dubé has yet to score in this game. She's being guarded by number 10, Taryn Klein. Fee goes down low. Alicia Tiny Williams once again loses her glasses on the floor. Turnover by Northrop. McLaughlin weaving away through traffic. Klein for three and knocks it down. Taryn Klein, the senior guard, drains it. And just like that, Coach Rashida Ray is going to have to take a full timeout here. Her team down 22-7.
In for the ladies' mark. Full timeout for Northrop.
So three-pointers by Carissa McLaughlin and Taryn Klein, and Homestead extends their lead 22-7 here in the second quarter after a 16-7 lead at the end of one. .6:43 left to play here in the second. With the inbounds pass for Northrop will be Kayla Woods, number 21. Once again, 5'9" senior. She's a post player, the only senior on this roster for Coach Rashida Ray. Thatcher easily gets past McLaughlin in the backcourt. Naomi Dubé nearly turns it over. Tight defense being played here, and traveling going to be called on Dubé, so another turnover for these Northrop Lady Bruins. With the inbounds pass will be Haley Swing, number 30, the sophomore. McLaughlin over the timeline, picked up by Thatcher. McLaughlin, left-handed dribble, kicks back. Got a spring to her step, does McLaughlin. So athletic and such a great basketball player, one of the best shooters you'll find in girls basketball. Jasmine Gaze, left-handed hook shot is good, and she is fouled by Alicia Tiny Williams. So Geist gets her first 2 points of the game, working through the contact. That'll extend the lead 22-7. A 17-point advantage here for the Lady Spartans. It was just moments ago where Northrop held the 7-4 lead, so a 20-0 run currently for Homestead. Free throw was missed by Geist, brought down by Woods. Thatcher being guarded by Madison Parker. Dubé for three, leaves it short, bounds out. Alicia Tiny Williams with the rebound. Her putback's no good. Coming down with the board was Haley Swing. McLaughlin, left-handed dribble, finds Geist down on the block. Right-handed drive, had it blocked from behind. Tiny Williams is there along with Kayla Woods, and another turnover for these Lady Bruins. Chris McLaughlin with the defense there in the backcourt.
Brianna Douglas back in now for the Lady Bruins.
Brianna Douglas checks in for Woods. Maddie Allman checks in for the first time today, number 32. She checks into the game for Rain Franco. With the inbounds pass, that's Haley Swing. Parker lost control, and that's a turnover by the Lady Spartans. Good sportsmanship there by Ariel Thatcher, helping up the Lady Spartan. 5:35 left to play here in the second quarter. 24-7 is your score. Right-handed dribble drive walled off by Jasmine Geist was number 5, Brianna Douglas. Tiny Williams back up to Naomi Dubé. Dubé looking for room to roam, but there are no lanes open. Had to stay beyond the three-point line. Turnover once again, this time picked up by Madison Parker. McLaughlin out of the corner. Baseline jumper is no good. It was contested by Alicia Tiny Williams. Now Dubé in transition. We got a blocking foul going to be called on number 12, Carissa McLaughlin. For McLaughlin, that'll be just the third team foul.
Number 12, Carissa McLaughlin.
For Homestead.
For 42,
Chris McLaughlin, her first. Number 42, Brianna Lucas checks in for Homestead, in for Haley Swing, the sophomore. Inbounds pass goes up to Douglas. Right-hand dribble drive, right-handed shot off the glass. Too strong, rebounded by Tiny Williams. Out to Naomi Dubé with the three. Dubé gets the triple, the first point since the first quarter when Northrop took the lead off the Morgan Hughes three-pointer, 7-4. So that's going to end a 20-0 run by Homestead here from the first into the second quarter. Taryn Klein called with the foul. For Klein, that'll be her first and the team's fourth. Thatcher over the timeline. 24-10 is your score. Down low, Alicia Tiny Williams. Northrop fans wanting the foul to be called. Down there was Brianna Lucas with the defense. McLaughlin finds Geist, looking for the reverse lay-in, no good. Tiny Williams with the board. And we got a reach-in foul this time. Going to be called on Brianna Lucas. Bree Lucas, that'll be her first.
Number 42, Brianna Lucas.
Team's fifth. Next foul, and Homestead will be in the bonus. Next Northrop foul. Thatcher bringing it up. Her team down 24-10 with 3:59 left to play in the second quarter. Near wing is number 5, Brianna Douglas. Tiny Williams, Douglas near wing. Geist with the defense, man-to-man defense being played. Alicia Tiny Williams. Homestead fans wanting to travel. Skip pass goes over to Naomi Dubé. McLaughlin's got the defense on Dubé. Nice crossover. She gets a little bit of separation on the contact. Too hard. Douglas putback is good by number 5, Brianna Douglas, her second bucket of the game. And just like that, Northrop with 5 straight points. Northrop on a 5-0 run here, down 24-12. McLaughlin, top of the key. Madison Parker. Jumper is good. Beautiful looking jumper by Maddie Parker. That's her 10th point of the game and her first bucket here of the second quarter. Parker and McLaughlin can flat out shoot it. Thatcher cannot hit on the lay-in. Rebounded by Bree Douglas. Going the other way, Parker finds Geely. Geely walled off. Three-pointer by McLaughlin. That one's no good. And foul once again going to be called on Bree Douglas. That'll be her second. Both teams now with 16 fouls.
Foul number 42, Brianna Lucas.
2:48 left to play. 26-12 is your score. Thatcher picked up by Madison Parker and tried to set the pick there on McLaughlin. They're going to call number 12 with the foul as she was kind of walled off, was trying to work through that screen that Thatcher was attempting to set for Dubé on the dribble.
32, Sydney Graber back in.
Sydney Graber is going to check in for Bree Douglas, freshman for a sophomore.
Number 14, Ariel Thatcher at the line.
Ariel Thatcher at the free throw line as Northrop now is in the bonus. Homestead with 7 fouls, the front end of the 1-and-1. That one rims out, rebounded by Graber. Parker over the timeline. Thatcher with the defense. Dribble drive out of the corner was McLaughlin. Parker left all alone, top of the key, and nails it. The three-pointer is good by Madison Parker. 29-12, Homestead up with 2:14 left to play for Madison Parker, her 13th point of the game, and that is a game high for Maddie Parker. Three-pointer is good by Naomi Dubé. That's her second three-pointer here of the second quarter. Northrop down by 14 points, 29-15. Graber, McLaughlin on the far wing. Thatcher with the defense, top of the key. Parker's three-pointer, front rim's no good. That will roll out of bounds. Rain Franco will check back in, along with Morgan Hughes for the Lady Bruins. Checking out will be Maddie Allman and Naomi Dubé. Once again, Maddie Parker from beyond the arc, a 48% three-point shooter. Kara Geely is a 45% three-point shooter. Taryn Klein, Chris McLaughlin, 47 and 48% from beyond the arc, respectively. So, wow, Homestead can really fill it up from three-point land. As a team, they're a 45% team shooting from beyond the arc. Bree Douglas, what a move as she scores it. Brianna Douglas now with 6 points in this game. Her team down 29-17, just a 12-point deficit now for the Lady Bruins. Chris McLaughlin, Maddie Parker out of the corner. Dribble drive baseline, and we got a foul going to be called on Morgan Hughes this time. Blocking foul there on the baseline. That'll be the 7th foul, so both teams now in the bonus.
Number 20, Lauren Shelton checking in for the Ladies Hornets.
At the free throw line is Madison Parker. She is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe in this game. Let's make it 3 for 3, giving Homestead its 30th point. Second free throw is good. Madison Parker with 15 points, a game high. Her team up 31-17, inside a minute to play, 55 seconds and counting. Thatcher, pick set by Douglas as she rolls down to the block. Skip pass finds Hughes, near wing, no good. Loose ball picked up by Maddie Parker. Parker over the timeline, 38 seconds left. Franco with the defense on Parker. Douglas, good ball movement on the perimeter. Geely, left hand dribble drive, pops out with the right hand and finishes. Kara Geely, her first 2 points of the game. That'll extend that lead to 16 points for Homestead, 20 seconds remaining. Thatcher setting up the offense, has Tiny Williams down on the block being guarded by the freshman Graber. Douglas being guarded by Jasmine Geist. Douglas, a junior, Geist, a senior. Crossover, Thatcher, right-handed shot, no good. Tiny Williams with the board, putback's no good as well. So Homestead takes the 33-17 lead into the break. Folks, we're going to take a break here in the booth, and we will be back with you right before the start of the second half.
Available in the commons area, outside the east end of the gym and the northeast corner of the gym.
Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkview.com. Sports Center Incorporated is Fort Wayne's premier sporting goods dealer, offering equipment rental, embroidery, and screen printing. Sports Center is ready and willing to help you place orders and or answer any questions concerning pricing. Sports Center Inc. is located at 5511 Coventry Lane, Fort Wayne, Indiana 46804. And of course, Summit City Sports would always like to thank our partners, the Summit Athletic Conference, which includes Homestead High School and the Fort Wayne Community Schools. And as always, folks, today's game is brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine.
Number 4, Madison Parker. Number 10, Taryn Klein. Number 12, Carissa McLaughlin. Number 30, Haley Sling. And number 34, Jasmine Geist, the original starters for the Lady Spartans. Starting the second half for Norfolk will be number 2, Naomi Dubé. Number 5, Brianna Douglas. Number 14, Ariel Thatcher. Number 23, Morgan Hughes. And number 25, Alicia Tiny Williams.
We are back, folks, here at Northrop High School. We're leading the way in the first half was Madison Parker with a game-high 15 points. Carissa McLaughlin had 9 for Homestead. For the Northrop Lady Bruins, it's Naomi Dubé with 6 points and Brianna Douglas with 6 points. As we get set to start the third quarter of action, and what a game we have here. Rashida Ray and her Lady Bruins are really putting a fight to these Lady Spartans, who are ranked number 2 in Class 4A, coached by Rod Parker. Rashida Ray, 14-6 in her first year at the school. Coach Rod Parker, 262 wins to just 112 losses in his 16th year at Homestead. As we get started, it's Thatcher over the timeline, and she's being guarded by Chris McLaughlin. We got a travel, so a turnover to start this game by Northrop. Northrop on the season with 362 turnovers. They average 15 per game. Homestead with 232 turnovers. They average 11 turnovers per game. McLaughlin on the near wing. Three-pointer is up and in. So Carissa McLaughlin gets the scoring starting right away for the Lady Spartans. Naomi Dubé, her team down 36-17, stolen by number 30. That was Haley Swing, and the bucket is good by Carissa McLaughlin. She is on fire here to start the third quarter. McLaughlin now with 14 points in this game. 38-17 your score. Dubé 4-3, left a little bit short, rebounded by Geist. 7:09 left to play in the third quarter. Parker over the timeline. Maddie Parker pulls back out as Dubé's got the defense. Klein. So Madison Parker going to be called with the travel. Madison Parker on the season, she only averages 1.5 turnovers per game, while Chris McLaughlin averages 2.4 and Jasmine Geist 1.6. So these Lady Spartans keep a hold of the ball, that's for sure. Pass for Douglas, had 1 foot, and the ref's going to say that that ball was tipped, so there was no over the back. Douglas being guarded, gets right past McLaughlin. Out of the corner is Thatcher for 3 and knocks it down. Ariel Thatcher with a big three-pointer for her squad. Her team down now by 18 points. 38-20 is your score for Ariel Thatcher. That's her first bucket of the game. Down low, Maddie Parker, good hesitation, and she got her defender in the air. That's her game-high 17th point for Maddie Parker. Her team up by 20. 40-20 is your score. Thatcher. We got a 3-2 zone going to be played here by Homestead as that pass was stolen by number 10, Taryn Klein. Klein elbow jumper is good. Taryn Klein now with 5 points in this game. We got to call a timeout for Northrop coach
Timeout for the Lady Bruins.
Rashida Ray. So Homestead on fire to start this third quarter here. Behind the shooting of Carissa McLaughlin, who's got a three-pointer and a deuce already in this game. (42-20) is your score here at Northrop High School. The Lady Spartans on fire here in the third quarter. It was 33-17 at the half. Feed goes down low to Alicia Tiny Williams. Another turnover here for Northrop. Folks, once again, today's game is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports or like our Facebook page at Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Into the game is Rain Franco for Northrop. With the inbounds pass will be number 30, Haley Swing, the sophomore for Homestead. Looks like Northrop coach Rashida Ray is also trying to get into the game Maddie Allman, but she's going to head back to the bench. Once again, it's Maddie Parker with 17 points to lead all scorers. We got a full court press here by Northrop here in the third quarter. McLaughlin breaks it, finds a wide open Taryn Klein, who fights through the pressure to finish. Klein, her 7th point of the game, and she's going to head to the free throw line looking for the and one. Taryn Klein on the season, an 84% free throw shooter, hitting 21 of 25 entering today's game. She does have 133 points on the season and averages 6 points per game. That's number 10, Taryn Klein, the senior for the Lady Spartans. Athletic Director Bob Shake with some words for Homestead coach Rod Parker. So they're getting the scores table figured out. Free throws no good. Rebounded by Brianna Douglas. Douglas bringing it up for the Lady Bruins. Once again, she's a 5'10" junior, can play guard and forward, as that shot's off the mark, rebounded by Maddie Parker. 44-20, 5:22 left here in the third. McLaughlin catch and shoot, front rim's no good, tracked down by Thatcher. Ariel Thatcher, left-handed dribble drive, straight to the cup, and finishes. Ariel Thatcher now with 5 points in this game, all in the third quarter. Opened up the third quarter here with a triple. Jasmine Geist breaks the press. Madison Parker being guarded by Maddie Allman. McLaughlin here near wing. Klein. Parker out of the corner. Geist down on the block being guarded by Douglas. McLaughlin out of the corner. Thatcher stays with the defense. Ariel Thatcher, an athletic point guard here for Rashida Ray and the Lady Bruins. Klein looking down, gets it over to Maddie Parker, top of the key, three-pointer, front rim's no good. Geist with the board, has it blocked by Tiny Williams. Going the other way will be Rain Franco as she gives it up to Thatcher. 2-3 zone being played here by Homestead. Up top is number 10, Taryn Klein and Chris McLaughlin, as we got a foul going to be called on Homestead's number 30.
Foul's number 30, Haley Swing.
Haley Swing. Checking in for Northrop will be Mackenzie Snyder. She's going to come in for Alicia Tiny Williams. So one foul apiece for each team here in the third quarter. For Haley Swing, that'll be her second foul of the game. Douglas retreats Breck. Man-to-man defense right now for Homestead. McLaughlin, as that ball once again goes right through the hands of Brianna Douglas. We've seen that about 4 times in this game where the Lady Bruins are having a hard time handling the passes. They're going right through their hands and turning it over.
Number 4, Madison Parker.
Maddie Parker with another bucket, her team up 47-22. Madison Parker now with 5 points here in the second half. She has 20 on the game. Douglas splits defenders too hard off the glass, brought down by number 30, Haley Swing. Kick out, Maddie Parker for 3 and drains it. Madison Parker now with 23 points. Huge bucket there for Madison Parker as her team now has 50 points, up by 28. Swing deflects that pass out of bounds. Checking in the game will be Sydney Graber. Taking a breather will be the sophomore Haley Swing. Graber, only a freshman at 6 foot, number 32. Probably the best looking freshman in the SAC is Graber. Push going to be called on Jasmine Geist, who had her hands straight up, looks at Coach Parker like, was not me.
Foul number 34, Jasmine Geist.
For Jasmine, that's just her first and the team's second. Taryn Klein going to check out. Geely back in for Homestead, number 2. Douglas being posted up by Geist. Right-handed hook shot's no good. And we got a foul going to be called on Northrop.
Foul number 5.
Goes on Brianna Douglas, number 5. For Brianna Douglas, that's her third. 50-22 your score. Homestead on top. Geely being guarded by number 32, Maddie Allman. Parker, top of the keys, Graber. Geely, catch and dribble drive, gives it up to Geist. Jumper, 14 feet, no good. Rebounded by McLaughlin, who backs out. McLaughlin, left-handed drive, and finishes. She's fouled as she fights through the contact. Nothing new for Chris McLaughlin. She now has 7 points here in the third and 16 points in this game.
McLaughlin at the line.
McLaughlin looking for the and one. She is currently 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, misses. Rebounded by Douglas, so Chris McLaughlin now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Of course, she does shoot 85% from the charity stripe on the season. Thatcher, no foul called. Now we're going to have an elbow foul called on Jasmine Geist as she was trying to clear the rebound. Her second foul. That'll be the team's third. Checking in for Brianna Douglas is number 21, Kayla Woods. the only senior on the squad for Northrop.
Number 2,
Naomi Dubé also checking in. She'll check in for Maddie Allman. With the inbounds pass will be Ariel Thatcher, number 14. Thatcher gets it into Mackenzie Snyder. This time a foul is going to be called on number 2, Geely, I do believe. And it is for Geely. That'll be her first. Team's 4th.
Sarah Geely.
Mackenzie Snyder averages 2.4 points per game
Number 23, Morgan Hughes,
and 4 rebounds per game on the season. Mackenzie Snyder, a junior at 5'9". She'll play guard or forward for coach Rashida Ray. Hughes, 3-point attempt. Front rim's no good, rebounded by Graber. McLaughlin looking in the center. Beautiful find to Jasmine Geis, just cannot finish, rebounded by Woods. Woods gets it out to Hughes. It's 1-on-5. Great transition defense there by Homestead. Their whole team got back before Northrop did. Hughes lobs it down to the block. Woods fighting through the contact and finishes. Big bucket there for Kayla Woods, her first 2 points of the game. Her team down 52-24. 3-point attempt is good by McLaughlin.
Number 12, Carissa McLaughlin.
McLaughlin making it rain here at Northrop. 3-pointer no good, rebounded by Geely. Currently a 31-point lead for Homestead. McLaughlin left-handed take is good. Folks, McLaughlin is filling it up. We got a timeout called by Northrop and Rashida Ray. That will be a full timeout. Gives us an opportunity to hear from our sponsor, Parkview Sports Medicine.
Timeout for Northrop.
Well, folks, once again, it's Maddie Parker, who's got a game-high 23 points, hitting another triple here in the third quarter. Parker, her only 3 of the third quarter. She does have 3 3-pointers made in this game. Teammate Chris McLaughlin with 21 points just right behind her. Both have shined here in this game. 23 and 21 points respectively for Madison Parker and Carissa McLaughlin. Folks, this is SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260Sports so you can keep up to date with all the high school prep action in the Fort Wayne area. Every single day we got posts pertaining to all of your high schools here in the Fort Wayne area from all of our local media sources. As Kara Geely goes straight to the cup, she now has 4 points in this game, her first points of the second half. 59-24 is the score with just 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Hughes dialing up from long distance. Back rim's no good. Rebounded by Geely as she is fouled by Mackenzie Snyder. For Snyder, that'll be her first and the team's 4th.
Number 3, Mackenzie Snyder. Checking in for the Lady Bruins, number 14,
Alicia Tiny Williams, Brianna Douglas, and number 32, Maddie Allman, all checking in. Rain Franco on the floor with Ariel Thatcher. Alicia Tiny Williams guarding the inbounds pass. Chris McLaughlin. Thatcher trying to keep up with her and does. She has got speed. McLaughlin picks up a dribble, feeds down. And that was Sydney Graber who could not finish. Thatcher going the other way. 35 seconds remains in the third quarter. Thatcher, strong take, no good. Graber with the board. McLaughlin now with the left-handed dribble. Maddie Parker driving out of the corner. Graber's 3-pointer, left rim's no good, rebounded by Tiny Williams. 17 seconds remains in the third quarter. Bree Douglas, nice baseline drive, pops out and is fouled. This foul will be called on number 2.
Number 2,
Kara Geely, that'll be her second. And the team's 5th.
5, Brianna Douglas at the line.
Brianna Douglas, her first trip to the charity stripe, as that one rims in. the 25th point for Northrop. Brandon Douglas on the season, a 60% free throw shooter, hitting 56 of 94. She also averages 13 points per game. So Mackenzie Snyder's set to check back in for Northrop. Second free throw is good as well. That's the 8th point for Brianna Douglas in this game. 59-26 is your score. Sydney Graber into McLaughlin. Chris McLaughlin, that dribble, she stays so low to the floor. Kind of reminds you of that Parkview Sports Medicine banner you see over there at the Spies Field House. McLaughlin just wowing the Fort Wayne area basketball fans ever since she stepped foot on the floor for the Lady Spartans. That foul was called on Snyder. That'll be her second as McLaughlin hits the first free throw. It's got to feel good for Carissa, who was 1 of 3. Make it 2 of 4 now from the charity stripe. Carissa with 22 points, her next point. That ties Madison Parker for a game high with 23. Now McLaughlin 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Her team up 61-26 as we head into the fourth quarter.
Third quarter score, Homestead 61, Northwood 26. Checking in now for the Lady Spartans, number 10, Karen Klein, number 34, Jasmine Geist, and number 30, Haley Swing.
What a third quarter there for the Homestead Lady Spartans. They had 33 points at the half. They're scoring 28 more to give their team a 61-26 lead here over Northrop. Chris McLaughlin with 23 points. Madison Parker with 23 as well to lead all scorers. Leading the way for Northrop is Brandon Douglas, who has 8 points. Ariel Thatcher has 5, all 5 points coming in the third quarter. 61-26, three-pointer by Maddie Parker. Front rim's no good, tracked down by Jasmine Geist. She rips it away from Tiny Williams. Foul's going to be called on Alicia Tiny Williams. Tiny Williams, if you're a college coach, you just have to love her frame, as Tiny Williams goes 6 foot. And once again, she is a standout track and field athlete here at Northrop High School. We hope to bring you those highlight videos this spring. All you got to do is subscribe to Summit City Sports YouTube channel so you can be notified of those highlight videos when they come out. She can flat out throw the disc and shot. Foul going to be called as Chris McLaughlin, another strong take to the cup. Foul's called on Tiny Williams. Once again, that's her third.
Number 12, Chris McLaughlin at the line.
McLaughlin, who hit her last 2 free throws, now has 24 points. Douglas and Hughes, Dubé all check in for Northrop. 62-26 is your score. Folk Sports Center Inc. is Fort Wayne's premier sporting goods dealer, offering equipment rental, embroidery, and screen printing. Sports Center is ready and willing to help you place orders and or answer any questions concerning pricing. 25 points now for McLaughlin as she sinks some bolts. She has now hit 4 free throws in a row after starting off the game 1 for 3 from the free throw line. McLaughlin once again on the season, 85% free throw shooter, comes up with the steal. And the lay-in's no good, but the putback is for number 30, Haley Swing. So you heard a little ooh from the crowd because you don't see McLaughlin miss those shots, not ever. Just doesn't happen, but for Haley Swing, her first 2 points of the game for number 30, the sophomore. Swing, who's listed at 6 foot, forward for Coach Rod Parker. Tiny Williams, right-handed shot, no good. That was halfway down and popped out. Geis with the board, hands it off to McLaughlin. Thatcher catching up. McLaughlin just puts on the brakes there. It's like a hockey stop as she can stop right in her tracks. Swing has her pass knocked OB by Alicia Tiny Williams. Tiny Williams, who's gone the whole way. You got to really respect her endurance, too, as Coach Rashida Ray and the conditioning here at Northrop, you can tell, doing a fantastic job. McLaughlin being guarded by Thatcher. Folks, Rashida Ray, you got to give her some nods for Coach of the Year here in the SAC, what she's been able to do with this program. Right-handed drive, as coming up late was Alicia Tiny Williams fouling Taryn Klein. Tiny Williams, she needs to get some rec specs or something. That's the fourth, I think it's the third time those spectacles have fallen off for Tiny Williams, her fourth foul. Klein at the free throw line. She has 7 points in this game, make it 8. Taryn Klein on the season, an 84% free throw shooter, hitting 21 of 25 free throws entering today's game. What doesn't Homestead do well? They shoot it well from the free throw line, from beyond the arc, and from the field. Homestead, a 71% free throw shooting team, 47% as a team from the field, and 45% as a team from beyond the arc. Homestead, the Lady Spartans, as the jumper is good for Carissa McLaughlin. McLaughlin now with a game-high 27 points, 68 to 26 your score, 69 to 26. Thatcher slowing it up a little bit for Northrop. Geely set to check back in. Nice take by Ariel Thatcher. For Thatcher, that is her 7th point of the game, all 7 points here in the second half. Feed goes down low to Jasmine Geis, left-handed off the glass. It's good for Jasmine Geis. Her team up 71 to 28. Thatcher. 5:13 left to play. Coach Rashida Ray happy to just have her team take its time, set up the offense, find a good shot. Let's work on something positive here. Heading into sectional play, Northrop will host their sectional. Naomi Dubé for 3 and knocks it down. Dubé now with 9 points. Naomi Dubé hit 2 3-pointers in the second quarter and 1 now in the fourth.
Number 4, Madison Parker.
Maddie Parker with another strong take. For Maddie Parker, she's got 25 points, 27 for Chris McLaughlin. McLaughlin 4-3. That one's no good. Rebounded by Swing. Swing kicks out. Taryn Klein. McLaughlin. Bounce pass. Swing. Nice. Up and under. She finishes. Timeout called by Coach Rod Parker. Score is 75 to 31. Homestead on top.
Number 42, Brianna Lucas. Timeout Homestead, 30-second timeout for the Lady Spartans.
And it looks like we have an update from Concordia, or from Northside, excuse me. It's 65 to 13, Concordia the winner over the Lady Legends of Northside. 4:03 left to play, 75 to 31 is your score. Homestead on top. Woods kicks out, Dubé for 3. She's already got 3 made, that one's no good. It was tracked down by number 20, Lauren Selking. Geely running the point, Dubé with the defense. Geely in this game already has 4 points. We do have a foul called on the floor. It goes against number 2, Naomi Dubé. That'll be her third.
The 32, Sydney Graber.
Team's ninth. Homestead currently with 5 fouls. Checking out for Homestead is number 30, Haley Swing. In is Sydney Graber. Geely at the free throw line. Front end is good. Kara Geely on the season, 80% free throw shooter, hitting 12 of 15 free throws. That's her 5th point. Make it 6 as that one rims in. Thatcher now to bring it up. Your score is 77-31. Lady Spartans Dubé tracking it down. Douglas, Sydney Graber with the defense. Douglas, nice spin move, goes up strong with the left hand, fighting through the contact, but she's fouled and cannot finish. Foul's going to go on Sydney Graber, number 32.
Foul's number 32, Sydney Graber.
For Sydney, that'll be her second and the team's 6th. Brianna Douglas at the free throw line to shoot 2. She's currently 2 of 2 from the charity stripe in this game, has 8 points, make it 3 of 3 now. Brianna Douglas once again on the season, a 55%, excuse me. She's a 50 or 60% free throw shooter, hitting 56 of 94 as that one front rim's no good, rebounded by number 10, Taryn Klein. 77-32 is your score. Geely. Near wing is number 20, Lauren Selking. Selking just a junior guard at 5'11". Woods nearly came up with the steal. Sydney Graber now left-handed dribble drive, leaves it short. Douglas with the board. 3:10 left to play here in the fourth. 77-32. Homestead on top. Loose ball. Dubé keeps it alive. Right to Thatcher. Thatcher right-hand dribble drive. Has her shot blocked by number 42, Brianna Lucas. Bree Lucas, who has 2 fouls in this game with a huge block. Geely near wing. Bounce pass goes down to Brianna Lucas. Sydney Graber fouled by Douglas, so she'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Number 5, Brianna Douglas, her 5th foul.
Checking in for Northrop will be number 3, Mackenzie Snyder.
Number 3, Mackenzie Snyder. In for Douglas.
So the freshman, Sydney Graber, is a 56% free throw shooter. Excuse me, a 72% free throw shooter, hitting 21 of 29 entering today's game. She averages 3.6 points per game. In this one, she currently has 2 points. Misses the first free throw. Folks, this broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at 260sports and like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Summit City Sports. Top of the key is Lucas. 3-point attempt by Selking. Off the heel, no good. Lucas with the putback. Lucas, strong. Putback there. That's her first points of the game for Brianna Lucas. Dubé, 2:03 left to play. Woods. Over to Morgan Hughes. Morgan Hughes hit a 3-pointer in the first quarter to put her team up 7-4. But then Homestead went on a 20-0 run and led it 24-7. Dubé for 3. Her 12th point of the game. Naomi Dubé, that's her second 3-pointer of the fourth quarter. We have a timeout called by Homestead.
And number 14, Sophia Buck.
Folks, Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? Just visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. So 79-35 is your score after that 3-pointer by Naomi Dubé. Thatcher with the steal, cannot finish, gets her own putback, is good.
Basket by number 14, Ariel Thatcher on the putback. Basket was good. Fouls on number 14, Sophia Buck.
So the foul is called on Sophia Buck. For Ariel Thatcher, that is her 9th point of the game. This is her first free throw, and it's no good. Put back by Woods, no good. Tracked down by Snyder, and Woods out of the corner, sulking with the defense. 79-37 is your score. 1:17 left to play. Lob pass knocked away by Lucas, tracked down by Dubé. Dubé, three-pointer is good. Naomi Dubé, 15 points, all of them from three-point land. Northrop down by 39 points, 79-40, with 57.9 seconds remaining here in this game. Selking with the inbounds pass, being guarded by Snyder. Selking gets it into number 40, Katie Felger, a freshman guard at 5'6". Felger on the season averaging 0.1 points per game. Obviously, with this senior-laden lineup, it's hard for a freshman to crack some playing time. Nice rebound by Bree Lucas. Selking going to be called no travel. There's a foul called before the travel. Called on Ariel Thatcher, number 14.
Fouls on number 14, Ariel Thatcher.
For Thatcher, that's her second. We're in the double bonus. Sophia Buck at the free throw line.
Number 14, Sophia Buck at the line.
Sophia looking for her first points of the game, as that's no good. For Sophia, that's her first free throw taken all season long. Second one is good. Sophia's older sisters, Savannah Buck, the starting point guard at the University of St. Francis. St. Francis, the 2014 NAIA National Champions, going 38-0. What an outstanding program they have there at USF. And her older sister, Sydney Buck, is a star at Butler University, where she was named Big East all-conference, freshman all-conference team. Thatcher back to the free throw line. She's 0 of 1. Thatcher does have 9 points. That one's good. 80-41 your score. Second one, no good. And knocked out of bounds by Northrop. So the score remains 80-41, 39-point ad for Homestead with just 32 seconds left. You might think, why doesn't Homestead lay off a little bit? Well, they have a bunch of freshmen. The future of the Lady Spartans are on the floor right now. And Coach Parker wants to see what they can do against top-notch competition in the Northrop Lady Bruins. Naomi Dubé all the way out on Sophia Buck. Sophia is only a sophomore at 5'8". You will see her brother Sam Buck in the
14, Sophia Buck at the line.
In the nightcap here at Northrop High School, game 2 of the doubleheader. Sam is a 6'5" forward, whereas number 32 for Homestead. Could you imagine what the Thanksgiving Day basketball games are like at the Buck household? Pretty intense and very, very fun to watch, I assure you. Second free throw, knocks down. So Sophia Buck now with 2 points. She's 2 of 4 from the free throw line for the Lady Spartans. Thatcher, baseline drive, it's good. 81-43 your score. Katie Felger, and that will do it.
Final score of tonight's girls varsity contest.
As Homestead wins it 81-43. Leading the way for the Lady Spartans was Madison Parker with 25 points and Carissa McLaughlin, who had 27.